I'm Haq from Junket. What is the message behind this Krish 3?
Well, what's the message behind any movie? It's basically cinema is about entertainment, and we are here to entertain. And if through that entertainment, if a message comes along that can empower you, give you a reason to hope or dream, or instill some kind of strength in you, a philosophy, then that's great. And yes, Krish 3 does carry a message, but I would let the film speak for itself, and I hope you get it when you see the film. But I believe cinema is about contributing. The primary need is entertainment, and I hope you get entertained by Krish and also get that message that you're looking for.
We take questions for East tonight. Your father is a miracle worker for being able to make such a mega budget film at a fraction of the price of a Hollywood film. How did you do it?
Well, I think you should wait and see the result. Thank you for the compliment, but I would so love to answer your question once you've seen the result and the outcome of what you've achieved, and then ask me the journey behind it, because I am really proud of it. I'm really proud of the journey that we've traversed. From starting off at a stage where it all seemed also impossible, but we had a brilliant team. Priyanka here is somebody who I admire a lot because of her honesty and the fact that, of course, we all know she's a brilliant actor and all that. But apart from that, on a personal level, a lot of Krish 3 is the way it is because she's part of the team. In fact, the promo, I remember when I showed her the promo of the film, the one that you all saw first. I mean, she pranced and danced around the room in frustration that it wasn't good. And I was like, what's wrong with you? People have gone crazy about this promo. And she was like, no, it's not good. And I've seen the movie. And she was the only one who actually spoke her mind. And we had 3 hours left until the promo hit, YouTube and to the world. And I quickly, I said something's here. So she's always been so honest with me that I ran into the edit. I changed a few things around, and what you actually see is a result of that little.
Natalie from Nat Bollywood.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello. Could you tell us about how your characters have changed from Krish to Krish 3, and also this new baddie? Because I can't imagine Vivek Oberoi as a bad man.
Where shall I begin? Krish 3, for me, the biggest challenge was, revisiting my character of Koi Milya, in which I played the mentally challenged Rohit. And that was something that was a big challenge for me, because it had been about 8 years since I played that part. Of course, when you grow, your resonance and your voice changes and stuff. So I had to find that voice again, find that body language again, and at the same time, he's vulnerable. He's all full of love. He's a little child. At the same time, he's playing a father. He's playing Krishna's father. So to combine those two, to be vulnerable and also to be strong enough to put the hand on his son and give him strength. That was kind of a combination that was very challenging, and for me, I knew it was the most important aspect of this film, because he has the most important role in the film. As far as Krishna is concerned, well, he's traveled from the mountains in the last part that we saw, and he's a city man now. He's more with it. He's smarter. He's more. What shall I say? He's more. He's a city boy. Yeah, that says it all, I guess. As far as the villain is concerned, I must confess that when we were discussing about which actor should play this part, I really pushed myself for it. I was selling myself for it. you know, for days to my dad and to the writers, like, you know, I should do this, man. I can really do this well. I know this guy. You know, I've never played this, and I'll give my life for it. I was really, you know, short of a screen test, I did everything. You know.
I wanted to play all 5 characters, including mine. When I played Priya in Krish, it was a love interest that was new. It had just started. I was a journalist. I tried to trick him into, you know, finding out about his superpowers, etc. And now coming into this film, that's what I wondered too when Rakesh sir first called me. That, you know, we're making Krish 3, and I was like, you know, I have a part, it'll be, you know, the love interest again, what's more? But without giving away too much, there's a strange sort of double-edged sword that my character has. You don't expect it, but it comes and happens in the film, and I think that gave an edge to what I play.
Let's go, she turns into the wife.
That too. But beyond that, the character that I play has got so much more to do in this film, which made it fantastic for me to be a part of Krish again, and of course to be a part of a trilogy was fabulous.
Next question over there in the front. If you'd just like to stand up and ask a question.
Hi Ritik, Pril from Bollywood Eye. I wanted to congratulate you on the film firstly. I think the promo looks absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
You're revisiting these 3 characters after more than 5 years.
Right.
How was it for yourself playing these 3 characters after 5 years, and who is your favourite person? Which character do you prefer?
Well, I guess what you mean by 3 is Krish, Krishna, and Rohit.
Yes.
Let me put it like this. Krish and Rohit are 2 ends of the spectrum of my personality. They both are 100% me. When I'm playing Rohit, I feel like it's part of my childhood. It's a part of who I have been. And Krish is the side of me that is the survivor and is unstoppable. When I wear the jacket and the mask, I just feel unstoppable and unbreakable. And I don't know where that comes from. It's definitely not the cloth. It's just a mental decision. I think that you know, it's a mental shift. And it just empowers me incredibly. In fact, it's had such a deep impact on my life that I wear a symbol wherever I go now. Just to remind myself that, you know, whatever comes my way, however difficult it is, or however challenging or tough it is, that if my perspective is correct, if my attitude is right, I can surpass and overcome anything in my life. So yeah, so I'm like this now, baby. Like, bring it on, you know, whatever. So yeah, the impact on my life has been amazing. And apart from that, doing Krish on cables all night in the heat of of Film City, and the going through trees and all the. I mean, it really got dirty, you know, the action really got dirty. And after that, to come back into my van and spend 3 hours in the makeup of Rohit was really, I mean, you know, that's the point of time where you want to just like go have a massage and go off to sleep. But I had to get into the makeup of Rohit and then get, you know, into the emotional space of Rohit, and then come back in the same frame and act opposite Air, because I'm not there. You know, I'm acting opposite myself as Krishna and Rohit. So I've just basically been emoting to nothing on screen for all the scenes where we both are together. So it's been tough. But at the same time, it's been fun because of the challenge itself. You know.
Undoubtedly one of the best dancers in the industry. So do you have a favorite choreographer? Somebody you want to work with?
I don't really think it's about a particular choreographer. I think it's about any one of them who gets into that particular song. You know, I really believe that Priyanka is really imaginative where steps are concerned. If you see her dancing when no one's around, she's really something else. So I would actually, pick her.
You'd like me to choreograph you. You couldn't handle it.
Which is why.
I don't want to put him in that spot. He'll realize what it truly is.
Okay, the last final 2 questions, please. The gentleman over there at the back.
As a growing up child, what were your influences from the superhero lore, like Marvel and DC, or even Indian superheroes like Nagaraj and Superman?
Can you repeat the Indian superhero names that you just took? Because
Nagaraj and
Nagaraj? Where did you see Nagaraj?
Super Commander Group or
Really?
Superman.
Yeah, okay. Well, I missed that one. I'm sorry. I missed that one. I have truly been a fan of the superhero genre films, and my first movie, in fact, was Superman. My second one was E.T. So yeah, go figure. I think I've somehow manifested, both the films in my life somehow. And well, I think the impact that they've had on my life, I think first and foremost, is the fact that it did something to my imagination. It really filled me up. It instilled this vision in my head since I was a kid to dream the impossible, because that's what superheroes are about. They're about the impossibilities. But if you really get into the essence of it, what is really a superhero? A superhero really is not about the cape or the mask, or it's about the values that he lives by, the code that he lives by, his character. So now I understand. Now that I've grown up, I have understood that we all can be superheroes if we just understand and associate with those values and associate with his code that he lives by. He lives in contribution to the world.
Very big, sir. I just wanted to ask you more about the stunts and the challenges you face with the stunts, the training, the team. How did you look as good as Priyanka? Sorry? How did you look as good as Priyanka?
I like
Well, thank you. That itself is a compliment to me. Thank you. That I look as good as you. Wow. Thank you very, very much. My training regime, yeah, I did the same things that I always do. We all know what the good things are to eat and what the bad things are to eat, and what we should eat, what we should not eat. I mean, you're asking me a question that you know the answers to, actually.
The reason why I asked that is because looking at the promos, looking at your body looks a lot more better physique than probably Krish too, and that's why I think maybe you've had to push that little extra.
Yeah, it's evolution. I'm evolving. Yeah, well, okay, I did.
Ridiculous way. I'll tell you, because he's trying to be humble. He was on this crazy regime, an insane diet, which he had according to his body weight and according to his, he was given a regimented amount of food to eat, his proteins, his carbs, everything was calculated. He used to train for about 4 hours, 3 hours a day. So yeah, he put in a tremendous amount to make sure that he was as much iron inside the suit as he needed to look outside. So you can say he worked really hard,
I worked really hard, guys.
After he did, really, really hard.
Would you maintain very answers to the game?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Vivek, Priyanka. It was an absolute pleasure having you.
देखिए मैंने हमेशा बिलीव किया है कि expectations lead to disappointments. लेकिन फिर भी what is important is for me, for us, to do our best for what is in front of us. तो हमारे सामने जो चीज़ थी, जो ये फिल्म थी, we have given our best to that film, and we believe that we will get what we deserve to do, and we expect to get what we deserve because we truly have done our best, and that's all that we have in our hands. Uske baad to it's left to God, it's left to destiny. Every film has its own cost to it, and but I want the people to expect the world. I want the people to come in and expect the world of this film, because that's what we've tried to contribute through this film for them.
आप satisfied आपके काम से?
जी हाँ, अगर मैं satisfied नहीं होता तो इस वक्त मैं रीशूटिंग
ये पिक्चर रिलीज नहीं होती,
तो ये पिक्चर रिलीज नहीं हो,
साटिस्फाई नहीं होते।
So the fact that we are here, that means we are satisfied.
प्रियंका, आपका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा इस टीम में कृष के साथ काम करते हुए?
ऋतिक के साथ काम करते हुए।
ऋतिक के साथ काम करते हुए, तो आप ये बताएं कि आपने एक्स्ट्रा एक्सपीरियंस कोई, जैसा कि आप ओबियसली यू डू और काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस भी आपको, कि ऐसी चीज़ नई जो देखने को मिली, काम करने को मिली, जिसको आपने एंजॉय किया?
तो ऋतिक के साथ हमेशा जब भी मैं काम करती हूँ एक ऐसी चीज़ होती है मेरे साथ कि जो अनुभव होता है फिल्म का वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्पेशल हो जाता है, क्योंकि ये अपने काम पे बहुत ध्यान देते हैं और इनका जो हुनर है वो हर फिल्म में बहुत बाहर निकल के आता है, स्पेशली कृष में। तो इस फिल्म में जो मेरा किरदार है उसमें एक एक्स्ट्रा ट्विस्ट आया है। मैं गुड भी प्ले करती हूँ और बैड भी प्ले करती हूँ, तो वो मेरे लिए बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था इस फिल्म में प्ले करना।
This is a question for the both of you. You're both revisiting the same characters after more than 5 years.
Right.
Was it a challenge for the pair of you revisiting these characters?
Well, for me, yes, it was a huge challenge because the journey of Rohit started as the mentally challenged Rohit. Started in 2000. It started in 2001, in fact, when I got into researching that character, and it's 2013 now.
It's been a decade.
It's been a decade, and to find the resonance of his voice and to find his body language all over again, and then add to that fact that he's playing Krishna's father and not just the child that he was. So there's he's also grown in age. So to combine all those facets and make him look convincing enough was a huge challenge, but I enjoyed it because I enjoyed challenges, and it's been a great opportunity to revisit that side of me. It's a very intrinsic part of myself as a human being, that child inside me, and I think Rohit and Krish are two ends of the spectrum of my personality. When I'm Rohit, I'm 100% Rohit. And when I'm Krish, I'm 100% me. So for some reason, there's a deep contrast. But I truly feel like they're two alter egos of my being. So it's been a challenge, yes. Rohit has been a challenge. Krish has been a challenge because of the physicality. I was physically damaged a little bit, and I had to put myself back together, and well, that's all done now. I know what is important is the result and the outcome, and we all at the brink of finding that out. So let's see.
Sorry. For me, well, Priya for me was I had to find a sort of balance in figuring out where she would be now. Now that she's married. That time she was a career girl. She wanted what was best for her, and how does her life change? And plus, especially bringing about the good and the evil, that for me was very, very difficult. But Rakesh, sir, amazingly knew exactly what I was supposed to do, so he made my life very, very, very easy.
I'm Rani. I'm representing the Asian Voice newspaper, which is the biggest Asian newspaper in Europe. Hi, Priyanka first. You play quite an action lady in this film, and you've got quite a reputation for that. Do you think that now with this superhero, that it's time for a female superhero? Could you emerge into that?
Well, actually, I'm not doing action in this movie.
She did a lot of action offset, off the sets, to make Krish look bad.
To make Krish look good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I do. See, I always
She's an
did
action
the
girl,
action.
yeah, and it's.
I was a frustrated action girl because they weren't letting me do any. So I used to do it offset and then beat him up, and then he would go and beat Krish. But no, I think it's high time that we have a female superheroine,
and who better to play it than Priyanka Chopra?
If you insist, Hrithik.
I do.
Krishma.
Krishma? No. Krishi.
Yeah, Krishi maybe. Yeah,
Not Krishma.
And Pride Hrithik, how are you merging your acting with your music career, which is going very well in the States?
Well, for me, it's balancing two careers at the moment, which means obviously a lot of lack of sleep and not having too much time to yourself. But it's a decision I've taken, and it's an extension of myself and my creative self. And I'm tremendously enjoying it. I think there will be a time I will drop and say, oh, I need some time to sleep. But as of now...
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I'm a
knowing her.
workaholic, I love it. But I love what I do, and I'm grateful to have the opportunities to have two careers.
Thank you. Really, you spoke to us about earlier on about being influenced.
You don't ask me about my singing, are you? Please don't. Okay.
I can ask you about your singing if you want. But
No, I do not. Please.
You told us earlier on in the press conference that you were influenced by superheroes.
Right.
Now, this is, and they were American superheroes. This is an Indian avatar, and he could be a modern superhero. Do you think it's got the possibility, this character, to break across the Indian barrier and go international?
Yeah, well, that's of course that's a possibility, because anything is possible. But that's not something that is something I can initiate from here. All I can do is give my best to the work that I do, and hope for the best outcome of this film, and then let the film take its course and see where it lands up, and see which audiences it breaks through into, which markets, and time will tell. But of course, I would say it's very, very possible, because nothing's impossible.
Would you like to see it going into books and cartoons?
It already has, actually. The first animated movie of Krish as Kid Krish has already been aired in India, and it's got fabulous ratings. My kids have loved it, and it's going to maybe we're going to explore all kinds of aspects. Comics, there's merchandise, which with this film is going to break new ground. It already has. So a lot of new grounds to break with this film, and yeah, you never know. You might just see the next Avengers series with with Krish. Yeah.
And you were delicate slightly physically before. What precautions did you have to take?
Let me just react to that word first.
Oh, you were so delicate.
I knew you were going to get to
Krish.
that. Yeah, well, no, I was suffering with a slip disc, a double slip disc.
You're trying to make it sound really tough.
Yeah, well, why not?
Because you're delicate.
Okay, so since I have this reaction right here, this yeah, well, let's not get into that. I had a tough time before the film started, but I was doing a superhero film, and it was very, very. When you're so closely associated with the essence of a superhero, you start asking yourself the right questions. And the questions I asked myself at that point of time is that what do I need? I didn't ask myself why is this happening. I asked myself what do I need to do to get past this? What do I need to do to get back into shape? And what do I need to do to rise above this? And I got the right answers because I asked the right questions. And that came from associating with the essence of a superhero, Krish. And that taught me a lot of things. It taught me to always keep in mind that all of us have that superhero inside of us, in times of despair, in times of struggle, in times where the pain is unbearable. You just need to ask the right questions, and you will get through it, which is why I also wear the symbol of Krish on my hand, just to remind me that I can always be one whenever I need to.
And last question, what were the answers when you asked that question? What do I need to do?
Oh, when you ask the right questions?
Yeah, what were the answers?
You find your resources. We all have the resources around us, we're just not aware of them. When you ask the right questions, your mind starts to light up, and you start using your imagination, and you can then look at if you look at your problem this close, you're only going to see that one. It's going to hide away all the other things that are there in your life which you're not aware of. But when you ask the right questions, you start to look, and your brain lights up, and then you can see the multitude of resources that exist around you that you were not aware of, and then you start using them. And that was my answer. I just found out. I just used my imagination, and I found all the things I had to use to put myself back together again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.